It's week 1 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. With my good friend Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Now Hardy on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, now Brady. Catch made, it's Moreau. And some room to maneuver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Brady. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal. At the Packers' 2-yard line.
Swift. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try it now with Swift. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Here we go with a Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Rodgers. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Akeem Hicks, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And CD, that last throw, you ready for this, puts him over 90,000 passing yards now for his career, an almost unimaginable number.
You know, I actually sat down when you said that number, because it is almost unimaginable. Because, let me do the calculation here. That's more than 51 miles, Brandon. Okay? Are you kidding me? Very impressive.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
What a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Brady, touchdown. That's caught. T.J. Hockenson, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kicker.
And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. And
he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Play him well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there. And I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first down, Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Brady. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady to throw again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and goal at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Here's Brady to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On second and very short, Brady.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here's Jack Fox now
as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right side, they're going to go option here. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A beautiful fake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Eight yards to go on second down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers.
Open man is Winfrey. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Come on now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Amari Rodgers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Hardy on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
On second down, Swift.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal.
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brady now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was off the...
Oh, yeah!
In formation for the Lions.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarter? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Being chased out left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The give is to Jones.
83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the 38, Rodgers.
He'll find DeGuara complete.
Rodgers pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers over the middle. That's caught by Amari Rodgers. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Lions are right back in this football game. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Making the catch, it's Winfrey.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Brady. It's caught here by Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Brady. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Swift. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Swift again. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift taking it in for a yard out. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
And this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 44, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, 33 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Now Hardy on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Tom Brady in the offense. Down 27-20, 2:14 to play. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Brady now on 1st down.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Brady's throw taken in by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Back to throw, Brady.
And he'll find Moreau here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Brady.
He'll get this off to Swift.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Brady to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Gay is on for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Rodgers.
Able to find Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back to throw, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. On second down now, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Swift, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Brady to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one away. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we?
That we were. I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Detroit, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Packers,
They obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.